Video editing, a skill that has allowed me to go from being a broke university student to making thousands of dollars anywhere from the world in just a short amount of time. But what if I had to start all over again? What tutorials should I have watched? What tools should I learn first? And how exactly I would have planned to grow my business as a video editor in just 32 days? This video will be a step-by-step roadmap that will be easy to follow and understand so that you guys have a clear vision of what you need to do next to achieve similar goals. So step number 1 is choosing the right tools. When I began my video editing journey back in 2022, the first tool which I started using was a tool called Camtasia, a tool that was super easy to use at that time. While it was super easy to use, the problem was it had significant limitations, especially while creating motion graphics. And after 1 year working on Camtasia, I switched to Adobe Premiere Pro and Adobe After Effects, a tool that I still use today. One of the key reasons I chose the Adobe suite is because of the easy availability of plugins as well as the widespread use among creators and editors. Adobe Premiere Pro helps me in my workflow by managing tasks such as cutting the raw footage, adding the sound effects, and adding the music, while Adobe After Effects helps me to add motion graphics and visual animations to make the quality of the video a lot more higher. And I use the dynamic link option to use the both softwares together at the same time. Now here on the side by side, you guys can see a video which I've edited for a client using Camtasia and a video which I've edited for a client using Adobe Premiere Pro and Adobe After Effects. And you guys can clearly see the difference between the quality of the two videos. But yes, of course, you have to also take in accountability of the more experience which I had during when I was using Adobe Premiere Pro and Adobe After Effects. But yes, after this is done, we need to understand how exactly I would learn Adobe Premiere Pro and Adobe After Effects. I had to start all over again. And that is why I'll be talking about step 2, which is complete roadmap of how I will learn Adobe Premiere Pro and Adobe After Effects. A lot of people ask me that how did I learn Adobe After Effects and Adobe Premiere Pro when I was starting out? Well, to be honest, during my time, I had to go through hundreds of tutorials on YouTube, and that is why I wasted hundreds of hours of my time. Because if you do not have an exact roadmap of how you can learn these tools, it can become really overwhelming to learn these tools and go from being a beginner to a professional. And that is exactly what did happen to me as well at that time. What if I had to learn the same tools today? How would I actually done it? I would definitely use a platform like Skillshare, who have also collaborated with me and are also sponsoring this video. Not only you can learn different and amazing skills such as AI animation, animation 3D, art and illustration, design, development, film and video, but you can also use this amazing feature which I absolutely love called Learning Paths. A feature that allows you to learn Adobe Premiere Pro and Adobe After Effects in form of step-by-step classes taught by some of the best editors who have been doing this for years. For example, for Adobe Premiere Pro, you will have to watch this collection of classes that only takes 5 hours and 52 minutes. While for Adobe After Effects, you will have to watch this collection that will only take 5 hours and 32 minutes to complete. You will be able to learn something that took me months thanks to Skillshare. So the first 500 people who use the link in my description or scan the QR code on the screen get 1 month of Skillshare totally for free. So yeah, get started today itself and avail the offer quickly before you miss out. But yes, after you have mastered the tools, next we'll be moving on to step 3, which is mastering design fundamentals. Design is one of the most important factors, if not the most important one, because it will truly decide whether your edit is good or not. Now here I'll be showing you a comparison between two videos. So between the two videos, the video one has a lot more effects, a lot of flashy animations, and to be honest, currently is just maybe too much for the viewer. But the video 2, without having flashy animations, is actually a lot more easier to understand for the viewer. And that is why you need to understand clearly that the main goal of video editor is not to add flashy effects, but to make the message of the subject a lot more easier to understand for the viewer. Because usually a video editor is actually hired to make the retention of the video a lot more better. And that can be only done by using great designing and great storytelling skills. So that is why one tutorial that has significantly helped me with my design skills is this one tutorial by Nico Editing that I highly recommend carefully watching and recreating the exact animation that Nico has made himself. Additionally, I would definitely want you to actually check out tutorials and follow channels like Brickstepped and Joseph Video Editing. If you even spend like 1 to 2 hours recreating the animations on their channel, within 10 days, you will definitely learn important key design aspects such as typography, how to create smooth camera animations, how to use adjustment layers, how to create gradients, how to animate shapes and use shape morphing. And hopefully within 30 days of you focusing on your skills, you will transition from someone who did not understand video editing at all to being a pro level video editor that can create high quality videos for his clients. But now that's the main question. How do you actually find clients and use your skill to your profit? So that is why we'll be moving on to step 4, which is complete plan of how I would find clients. clients. Now for getting clients, the most important thing is to market yourself properly. And that is where I recommend you to focus on building your personal brand online. For that, first what we'll be doing is create professional profiles on Instagram, Twitter and LinkedIn. For your profile picture, ensure that you have a clear headshot, and in the bio, make sure that you communicate clearly that what you actually do. Regularly share before and after videos on your profiles so you guys can actually showcase your editing skills to everyone. The reason why you need to do this is because once if a prospect actually needs a video editor and he sees your video, he can clearly see the value which you provide in your videos. And if you actually fit what he's trying to look for, then he will definitely reach out to you and ask you for your services. But the problem is you need a lot of visibility to make your post actually reach to a lot more people. For that, what you need to do is actually focus on creating connections within the community. You need to engage consistently with your followers as well as fellow creators to gain more visibility. What will happen that once you start engaging with other people on their post, these people will actually engage back on your post as well, which will increase the impressions on your post. And doing this consistently will help you get more impressions on your post, which will attract more potential prospects and get you more inbound leads. Another advice that I will give you to actually make more connections within the community is by joining video editing communities on Discord. You can join free video editing communities like by Bricks Department and Creative Paradise, as these communities will help you get started with building this connection, and usually they have a lot of value to provide and a lot of editors to connect with. And also sometimes you can get paid opportunities in these video editing communities. But if you're able to invest, I would definitely recommend you to join a paid video editing community. This is because you would connect with premium video editors, get access to premium courses and assets, as well as you can get to connect with the creator of the community as well. One paid community that I would recommend is actually Jack Cole's VP Plus. It is a community that I have been myself part of, but yes, even though they are not sponsoring me in this video, but to be honest, I just wanted to share my thoughts and let you guys know what I would have done if I wanted to start again my video editing career. Now moving on to the bonus tip, which is something that a lot of editors do neglect, and that is not learning sound design early. You have to understand that sound design significantly plays a very important role in your videos and enhancing the quality overall of your videos as well. Now I'm going to be showing you a video without sound design and with sound design.
But if you're spending an additional $1,000, $2,000, almost $3,000.
Now here you guys can clearly see that sound design can make a huge difference in your videos. And now if you quickly want to get started on how you can learn sound designing, but not only that, how you can actually get these assets, these sound effects which are used in these premium videos. For that I have created a detailed tutorial covering the detailed sound design process of Devin Jatho's video. And not only that, in the description of the video I have also added all the sound effects that I used in the video, as well as my premium sound effects completely for free in the description of the video for you guys to use as well. Now you can directly move on to this tutorial by clicking the video which you guys can see on the screen right now. And yeah, until then, see you soon.